Ansar is 7, Hussain is 8, Umesh 9, and Varun is 10.
I think we can all rename our, with the team numbers.
Yeah, I think almost all of you have done. Aditya, you can rename yourself to 5. And I think others are done. Oh, you go to participant list. Aditya, we'll help you out. Just go to participants. Hover over your name. You'll get a rename option. Perfect. Good then. So I think we are all good to go on time almost. So thank you so much. And firstly, a big congratulations to all the 10 finalists. I think it's a great thing that you crossed 2 rounds amid a tough competition, especially in the semis. So congratulations and all the very best for the finals. We'll go ahead and welcome to all the audience on YouTube as well as the participants. A warm welcome to Quizember Season 2. I'm so happy that we are almost at the fag end of completing 2 years of Quizember, which is a big thing for Chennai Quiz Factory, which started about a year and a half back. And we've done a lot of other events also. And thank you for all the patronage and support for Quizember and the other events. So this is your quiz master here, Raja, along with co-host SK Priya, who is also our scorer for the day. A big thanks to Annai Hospital and Dr. Sai Surender. They've been really supporting us. The doctor has personally been supporting our initiatives a lot. And so thank you, doctor. Thank you, Annai Hospital. Thank you, my friends, Varun, Srinivas, Krupash, and Siki. And of course, all the quizzing fraternity, the entire quizzing fraternity, people like you and people like us. Before I go in, sorry, I think leave the rules thing. I think before we get into the rules, I think there's something that I wanted to, someone whom I had to thank. Nambirajan. Nambirajan has been exceedingly supportive, and thank you so much, Nambi, for taking us live. I think it's a great way forward for us quiz masters as well as quiz groups like us. So thank you so much, Nambi.
You're welcome, Raja.
So the rules of the game are very simple. We are going to have 30 questions in all, and we'll have 15 questions clockwise and 15 questions on anti-clockwise. So at the end of question number 30, that will be the end of round 1. We'll have 5 people eliminated, or rather I should say 5 people getting into the next round. And the next round would be a rapid fire round, which I would probably explain when we get into the round. So the first 30 questions are to decide who would be the top 5 for Quizember Season 2. Right? So with that said, let's keep an eye on, let's ensure that we do not get into any kind of malpractice, because I think we had an unfortunate incident in the semis 1. I'm not going to dwell on it, but then I think we are all matured enough to take this as a sport and play it sportively. We have Priya as well as Nambirajan to ensure that certain rules of the videos are followed, especially that the video has to be switched on at all times, and the other important rule is to keep your hands visible. You are allowed to scratch your head, poke your chin, or do anything, but do it with both your hands at all times. So good then. So I think the first question of Season 2 Quizember goes to Tejas, and here we go. Scalping the head was the most preferred method of carrying a trophy for the natives, as they believe the spirit of the dead person lies in the scalp. What Roman pastime-like tactic did the English deploy in their war against the natives in America in response to the fear of getting their head scalped? Part 2 is also, these kind of strategies were deployed for a very sole purpose. The kind of warfare that the natives deployed as against the trained and disciplined English soldiers. What was the native tactic feared the most by the settlers that forced them to come up with a new war strategy. So putting it simply, the natives followed something which was very
Two
distinct.
parts to the question, right?
Two parts to the question. One part is that the natives followed something, a tactic in war, which the disciplined and trained English soldiers found it very difficult to overcome. So to overcome that, the British came up with a tactic. Because the natives generally scalp the head of the people whom they kill. So they did not want to do that. So what did the British do? For what did the British do that? This is for Tejas.
Yeah, so I'm just guessing, is it like they wore some protective gear for their hats like the British lawyers of today?
Okay.
So that is the tactic, I think.
That is the English tactic. Okay.
Yeah.
So what was this to protect against?
Hussain, sorry, can I see both the hands?
Yeah. Both my hands are here.
I'm not sure, sir. I think I'll pass it.
Okay, no problem. I'll pass it on to team 2.
So I'll say that the native tactic was probably using bows and arrows. So essentially trying to rain, arrows on heads of these Britishers. So that was the native tactic, right? To capture their heads. And I think to counter that,
Ramesh, let me stop you. Okay, so don't get carried away from the first sentence. Okay, scalping the head has got nothing to do with the answer. So I'm telling everyone, scalping the head is for your information. What do the natives do if they catch anyone alive? So go ahead, Ramesh.
Okay. I guess, see, the thing is, you are saying that the consequence is the carrying the head and right, that part is still there, right? So
that part is still there. Yeah, correct.
They do something to capture the head.
Okay.
Right. And see, the protection is some form of headgear. They wore some form of a helmet or something, like how you wear when bombs are being thrown. People wear a head protection, right? Something like that is what was worn by the English.
Okay.
In terms of the native tactic, I'm not very clear on that.
Okay, I think I'll rephrase the question again so that it makes easier for all of you. See, scalping the head is a consequence. So do not dwell on it. Okay, so do not dwell on it. So what I'm saying is that the natives followed a specific war tactic, which the English found it difficult to encounter. Okay. So the English came up with a tactic to overcome that particular kind of warfare by the natives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now go ahead.
Okay. So I'll say some form of guerrilla warfare, like how you have in wars, you have guerrilla warfare, right? They suddenly attack from anywhere, right? So that kind of a thing. And I think the Britishers probably had bunkers in like they have in wars, right, to hide from such kind of sudden attacks.
Nice guess, Ramesh. No, I'll go ahead to Praveen.
Okay, I'll say they use oils to evade. So basically, like in the hands and all. And for the scalping part, they go with the hairstyle like very short hair.
Okay. I'll move ahead to Nandita.
I think the tactic that the English used would have been camouflaging basically the clothes that you wear, right, to camouflage yourself in the color of greenery, that one. And the tactic would have been ambushes, sudden ambushes. That's what.
Aditya. Aditya?
No, passing.
Okay, Aditya's passing. It will go to Chandra now.
Is it that the tactic by the natives is using horses, so they would come at really fast speed. And the one that the English did was to add knives to the rifles.
Nice guess, nice guess. No, Chandra. Answer?
The tactic by them, the native tactic was holes. They form small traps, sand traps. They send the horses in advance.
Okay, okay. Got it, understood, Answer. No? Hussain?
So the native tactic, which was feared most by the settlers, was basically the sudden ambush attack. Whereas the Red Indians just come in, attack them all of a sudden. Now that was the tactic that was adopted there. The Roman pastime like tactic the English deployed. I'm probably guessing. I don't know, maybe building trenches or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
So this is first time they started building trenches against an enemy there.
Okay. Okay, Hussain. I'll move it. Umesh?
Using Chakravyuh type technique.
Chakravyuh type technique, okay. And who used it? Natives or the English?
Just guessing. English.
Okay. And against what?
To attack them, to the attack natives.
Okay. Okay. No, Umesh, I'll move it. Varun?
So for the native tactic, I'll guess that it was the natives who fought on foot, and to counter that, the British, came up with fighting on horses.
Okay.
For the Roman pastime, so I'll guess that during the time of the Romans, they had this, they invented the concept of trivia basically. So they put up, signposts where three roads met with a fact on that particular, board, which would kind of, anybody who was passing by could answer that. So they kind of used this sort of a tactic to mislead the enemy, is what I guess. Roman pastime.
Okay. Nice guesses though, but I'm not sure if natives at that point of time would have been able to read English or whatever it is. So I think no. Okay, the first answer, first question goes back to me. But I would like to give Ramesh as well as Hussain 2 points each because somewhere close, but not exactly. Interesting. The English let out war dogs. The reason behind that was natives never fought in a linear formation. They used to run and jump and continuously, which made it very difficult for opponents to track them now. So instead of them going out, they used to let out war dogs. So that was in fact, this was a Spanish technique earlier, but then English were the first to use it on the natives. So nobody gets it, but Ramesh and Hussain get 2 points each. And the question comes back to, I think I'll not bounce it, so question comes back to Tejas. Vladimir Putin is known to intimidate his rivals through macho actions and words. He once had an encounter with X and is said to have teased X's dog, saying that he would never call it a dog. He later introduced his pet, a much bigger hound than X's pet Scottish Terrier Barney. X later created this portrait, a hollow stone-faced Putin. He said, anybody who thinks my dog is bigger than your dog is an interesting character. And this painting kind of reflects that. Who is the artist? This is for Tejas.
I'll guess it's David Cameron.
David Cameron. Nice guess, Tejas. No. I'll go ahead to Ramesh.
You're not saying the timeline, right? When did he have the encounter?
No, that would easily give it away. No.
Okay. Okay, I'll say George Bush Jr.
George Bush. Brilliant answer, Ramesh. perfectly correct. Indeed, is George W. Bush. In fact, he's a known artist. Okay, he makes portraits not just of Putin, but he had also done several other portraits. Brilliant answer, Ramesh. That gets you 10 points. And moving ahead to Praveen. November 1997, Pretoria, South Africa. Okay, X is saying, these are my heroes. Y, in return say, you two are our hero president. And X again says, it's one of the greatest moments in my life. Z, the third person, says, the second greatest moment in my life. The greatest was the first time that I met them. Z was highly criticized by the British tabloids for the timing of this meeting. ID X, Y, and Z. So from the conversation, you have to find out that Y is actually not a single person, because they are referred to as them and all of that. So it's not a single person.
So for X, I would say Nelson Mandela. And Y, I would say the anti-apartheid crusaders.
Anti-apartheid crusaders, okay.
And Z, I would say Barack Obama.
Barack Obama. Okay. Okay, I'll move it to Nandita.
X would be Mandela. Y, I don't know. And Z would be British tabloids at the timing of this meeting. Tony Blair.
Tony Blair. Okay, I'll move it to Aditya.
X is Mandela. Y is Y is the Springboks, the South African rugby team, and Z will be the English rugby team. The World Cup was there, I think. Rugby.
Okay. Okay, I'll move it. Chandrakala?
I will pass.
Okay, passing it on to Ansar.
X is Nelson Mandela. Is it the Diana and AIDS people?
Okay.
AIDS survivors. AIDS.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Okay, no problem. Hussain?
I'll guess X is Mandela. And Y would be the I would go with the rugby team of South Africa as well. And Z, the greatest, second greatest moment of life, Prince Charles.
Okay, so you say Mandela, Prince Charles, and who would be Y?
Y, you two are hero. So that's a group, right? So I'm just guessing the rugby, the Springboks.
Okay, Springboks. Okay. So I'll move it to who's next? Sorry. Okay, Aditya, please display your hands. Yeah, okay, now it's all good. Yeah. Hussain, go ahead. Sorry, Umesh, go ahead.
I think one is Nelson Mandela and other is Obama.
Okay, and why would be?
No idea.
Okay, moving ahead to Varun.
I'll guess X is Nelson Mandela, Y is Tony Blair, and Z is I guess that would be I guess Michael Atherton.
Michael Atherton. Okay. Okay, I think that's the end of the question. So Praveen gets 3 and Hussain gets...
Sir. I think I need...
Who's it? Tejas? Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so X is Nelson Mandela.
Okay.
Why is, I think it's one person among the Spice Girls group. I'm not sure which singer it is. It's
Okay.
one among them. And Z is Prince Charles.
Okay, so that is the entire answer. I was looking.
Raja, I have not answered.
No, the answer has come.
Oh, it's come. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, full answer has come. Yeah, okay. So the answer is Nelson Mandela. So he was referring to the Spice Girls, and the Spice Girls in turn referred to him as their hero. And Z is Prince Charles, because that was a time when Princess Diana had actually died, and he had come here. He had also taken Prince Harry along with him, so that is why he was criticized. So good answering. So Tejas gets 10, while Praveen and Hussain get 3 each. And question is with Ramesh now. This particular episode from the BBC sitcom Faulty Towers is considered to be one of the most popular episodes of the series, gaining international acclaim and commercial success. This episode particularly highlights the cultural differences between the UK and the USA. A demanding customer from the USA orders for an egg salad, which Basil Fawlty, the proprietor of the hotel, hears for the first time. This results in a series of funny incidents as Basil tries his hand in preparing something that he has never heard of. This egg salad is named after the blank hotel in New York City, where it was first created for a charity ball given in honor for the St. Mary's Hospital for Children on March 14, 1896. What is the name of the salad, which is also the name of this hugely popular episode in the series?
This is the Waldorf salad and the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York City.
So that gets you 10 points, Ramesh. Brilliant answer. So Waldorf salad after Waldorf Astoria Hotel. So there's nothing but fruit nut salad with apple, celery, walnuts, and grapes. So good answering, Ramesh. And question is with Praveen. This is Phoebe blank, an American high school gym teacher, basketball coach, and a businessman from Florida. For several years, he was a gym physical education teacher at Robert E. Lee High School. He was considered to be a strict disciplinarian to the extent that 3 of his students, R, G, and D, epitomized him in popular culture by naming that band after him. Who are we talking about here?
Both pictures are the same, Raja?
Yeah. The younger version and recent one. Yeah.
Okay. So you need who is the band? Like what is the band?
Band or this person's name, anything would do.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, go ahead, Praveen.
Yeah. I'll just say Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd. Okay. Nandita?
Creedence Clearwater.
Clearwater. No. Aditya? Aditya?
Pass.
Passing. Okay. Chandrakala?
I will guess Green Day.
Could you come again, please?
I said Green Day.
Green Day.
Green Day, yeah.
Okay. No. I'll move ahead to answer.
Passing it.
Okay. Hussain?
Bonnie M.
Bonnie M? No. Umesh?
Leonard Skinner.
Leonard, and what would be the band's name?
Leonard Skinner type.
Perfectly right, Umesh. So this is Leonard Skinner, after whom the Leonard Skinner band was named. So Ronnie One's aunt, Gary Rossington, Bob One's were the 3 students of his. So good answer, Umesh. So Umesh gets 10 points. And moving to question number 6. This is with Varun. Okay. This is the hairy frog, also called as the horror frog or blank frog, found in Central Africa. This frog is known to intentionally break its bones in the toe areas and push them outside through the skin when provoked or attacked. Post this defensive behavior, it is said that the bones retract passively and the damaged tissue regenerates. Because of this unique mechanism that the frog follows, it is known by a more famous name. What? Varun. Yeah.
I'll guess Wolverine.
Wolverine. Why so?
The retractable claws that he has.
Nicely cracked, Varun. Brilliant answer. So this indeed is the Wolverine frog. So 10 points to Varun for question answer number 6. Good answering. And moving ahead to Tejas. Although X was invented around the 1900s, the Europeans used a version of it using birch bark tree. The ancient Mayans used a resin-like substance called cheek clay. So that's how it's pronounced. Cheek clay. And the North American natives used spruce tree sap. Walter Dimer, credited to have invented the modern day version, was an American accountant who used to experiment with X's, and while doing so once used a pink colored food coloring because it was the only one available. Since then, with almost 90% of the ones sold across the world, pink has been the most widely used color of X. What is X, for which an entire alley in California is dedicated to?
Yeah, so it's the bubble gum.
It's a bubble gum.
Yeah.
Okay. Good answer, Tejas. So that indeed is the bubble gum, and you see this alley in California where people stick used bubble gums. So it's called a bubble gum alley. Good answer, Tejas. You get 10 points for that, and moving ahead to Ramesh. Okay. Small question. Ayçiçek is the Turkish name for sunflower. Ironically, what is the literal translation of Ayçiçek? Take your time, workable. Ironically, what is the literal translation of Ayçiçek, which means sunflower?
So you mean the literal translation of Ayçiçek should be something else?
Correct.
You want that in English, right?
Correct. English translation, yeah.
It's something to do with the moon instead of the sun. The literal translation, it points to the moon instead of the sun.
Brilliant answer, Ramesh. Brilliant, really. So perfect answer. It actually means moonflower, even though it refers to the sunflower. Very good answering, Ramesh. So that gets you 10 points. And question 9 is with Praveen. If Henry Kissinger, Bob Hope, Whoopi Goldberg, Nelson Mandela, Jackie Joyner, Pope Francis, and Robin Roberts decide to officially represent a sports team and play, what would be the sport and the team? So if you find these 7 people playing together in an official sport as a team, what would be the sport and the team?
Umesh, can I see both your hands, please?
Yeah, this is with Praveen, right? Yeah. Praveen, got an answer?
Yes, 1 minute. What sport it is and more the team. No, I'll pass this one.
Okay. Nandita?
One second. Is it squash?
Okay, and what would be the team?
As in, it's an it's a common factor that's connecting them.
Okay, I'll tell you what. They are eligible to actually play for a team. So it's not a fictional team. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
Okay.
I just.
No problem. I'll move it to Aditya. Aditya?
Would it be bowling?
Bowling. And the team would be?
No idea.
Okay, no problem. Chandrakala?
I will guess football and Vatican City.
Football and Vatican City. You're going by the Pope route. Okay. Answer?
It is Polo and White House team.
Polo and White House team. Nice answer. No. Hussain?
I'm guessing, would it be chess?
Okay.
And the team would be, I don't know, the UN team, UN chess team.
UN chess team. Nice one. No. Umesh?
Basketball team.
Okay. Team would be?
Don't know.
Okay, no problem. Varun?
Yeah, so these are the honorary members of the Harlem Globetrotters. It's a basketball team.
Superb answer, Varun. So Varun gets 10 while Umesh gets 5. A very good answer. So they are honorary members of Harlem Globetrotters. So Harlem Globetrotters started as a regular basketball team before turning into this.
All the ladies in the house, make some noise for This is your fireflies in the air. It's Firefly.
Okay, so they are the exhibition basketball team. They do all these kinds of tricks and treat everyone before the actual basketball match. So good answer, Varun. Good one, Umesh. Moving ahead to Tejas. Okay. This was the 1990s Pepsi commercial ad featuring American rapper MC Hammer. So what happens during the course of the advertisement that causes a strange behavioral change in Hammer? So sit back and enjoy.
Nothing more than feelings of love. Go, Hammer. Problem.
Okay, Tejas.
Okay, I'm
What
guessing, relating with the video, he loses energy and he drinks something else and he becomes very emotional kind of thing. And then some guy gives him Pepsi and he gains energy. So I relate it to something becoming tired or losing his mind, something like that.
Okay. Okay. I'm looking for a better answer. I'll go to Ramesh.
So I'll see. I think my guess was also not too different from what Tejas was on. I'll say that I think what I'll say is that I think this was a series of ads that Pepsi ran not just in the US but also in India. There was a version with Akshay Kumar. I think when he drank by mistake, he drank a competitor's product, let's say Coke in this case, and he became sort of very mellow, and that's why he started singing in a rock show where there's a lot of energy. He lost energy completely and sort of started singing sweet songs. And I think Coke also is associated with sweetness. Then again, when somebody gave him Pepsi, he regained all his energy back and then he started singing very excitedly.
Let's look at the answer.
And a seed hammer, rap star and Pepsi drinker. Well, today, we secretly replaced his Pepsi with Coke. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Nice answer, Ramesh. Brilliant answer. So you get 10 points. And I think with that, we come to the end of 10 questions. Let's take a look at the scores. I'll just look at the scores. 1 second. Okay. Tejas is at... 1 second, 1 second. Okay. Tejas is at is with 10 points. Ramesh 42. Praveen 3. Nandita, Aditya, Chandra and Ansar are yet to open their accounts. Hussain is with 5. Umesh is with 15. And Varun is with 20. And this question is for Praveen.
Before that, there is one person called Chirag Vineet in the participant list.
No, I think it's audience. Vineet.
Yeah, I'm just viewing.
Yeah, is it okay if you watch it on YouTube, because that disturbs the grid, so I have to keep moving up and down?
Sir?
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Who's this?
Yeah, Tejas here, sir. I think I got more than one question right. I got bubblegum.
No, you get 20. Oh, sorry. Yeah,
I got the
20.
Prince Charles thing also.
No, you got 20, not.
Yeah. So can you repeat everyone's? I got.
Yeah. Tejas with 20, Ramesh with 42, Praveen with 3, Nandita, Aditya, Chandra and Ansar yet to open, Hussain with 5, Umesh with 15, and Varun with 20. And this question is for Praveen. Okay. X's personal secretary in an interview in 1995 said that Y had lied to them while taking the photographs of X. It is said that Y had requested for an interview with X, whereas the true purpose was something else, for which Y needed 2 photographs of X as mirror images. The Smithsonian Institute says that the reason to have the 2 images is to show the 2 disparate reasons, one a positive and one a negative. The positive was the masterful foreign policy, and the negative was the hollow at the center domestic policies. ID X, Y, and what is this incident all about? Just giving you a clue, Y is not a person. Now read the question, you will understand what kind of an answer Y is.
So Y is not a person, is it?
Y is not a person.
Aditya, can I see both your hands, please?
Okay, Praveen, go ahead. Praveen?
Okay, I'll say Kim Jong-il, because of this masterful foreign policy and halo at the center, domestic policy.
Yeah.
And why had lied them while taking photos? So I will say, is it BBC?
BBC. And what is the incident all about?
Okay, no, I have no idea of the incident.
No problem. I'll move ahead to Nandita.
I'm thinking this could be Clinton and Time magazine, and something to do with his extramarital relationship with Monica Lewinsky.
Nice thinking, Nandita. No. I'll move it to Aditya.
Is X Diana and Y was the I guess Sun tabloid, and the incident. No idea about the incident.
Okay, Chandrakala.
I will pass.
Okay, move here to Ansar. Answer.
I'm passing it. I'm passing it.
Okay, no problem. Hussain.
Yeah. So I'm guessing this is Diana and the BBC interview that actually happened, where I think an image was incorrectly used, where they portrayed it to be a sort of I think an affair that she was having. I forget the name of the guy. I think it was some doctor or one of the trainers. But this was the interview that Anwar guy did. You know, that Bashir. Sorry, Martin Bashir. BBC is the
Okay. Yeah. And no, I'll move ahead to Umesh.
X is Diana and Y is maybe Time Magazine.
Okay. And the incident is?
Incident, some extramarital relationship of Diana.
Okay. No. Varun?
Yeah, so I'll guess X to be Richard Nixon. I'll say that somebody, that is Y, wanted to kind of expose the whole Watergate scandal, for which they, in the guise of taking an interview, they kind of wanted to, pick up a picture of him actually in the act of sharing information and whatnot. So I guess Y to be maybe Washington Post or something.
Okay. So question is with Tejas now. Yeah, Tejas.
So I will take Diana, and it's the BBC interview of which she was asked about her extramarital affair, some interrogation like that. So they, instead of it being a casual interview, it was in the intention of getting stuff out of her mouth. So that is what I.
Okay, no problem. I'll move ahead to Ramesh.
I'll say Saddam Hussein for X, and Y I'll say BBC, and the general scenario being suppression of people in Iraq, right? So that's the whole story.
Okay, so this was Praveen's direct. So Nandita gets 3 for getting time right. This Time Magazine's 1990 Men of the Year. So they had actually taken 2 images of George Bush to and they actually mentioned him as Men of the Year because he had 2 faces. So one was a very good foreign policy and one was probably a poor domestic policy. And this is not the reason that they had told while they took photographs of George Bush. So this was the answer that I was looking at. So Time Magazine fetches Nandita 3 points, and I'll move ahead to Aditya.
Raja, I have also told Time Magazine.
No, but she told first, so that's how it goes.
Okay, no issue.
There is a dual purpose of using the frit. While the inward-facing side of the frit, which is in the form of black dots, allows the adhesive to bond to the surface, the outward-facing side of the frit acts as a shield against UV radiation in order to protect the bond. So cosmetically, the frit also provides a more polished appearance. The dissolving or shrinking effect of the black dots provides a more visually appealing transition from the black border of the frit to the transparent surface. And it also provides a small amount of heat dissipation. The dots also provide some level of sunshade as well. Where would you find the frit in everyday's life?
Whose direct is this?
Aditya. Aditya, go ahead.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Yeah.
So would that be varnish because we put it on wood?
Okay. Varnish. Okay, I'll move ahead. Chandrakala.
Is this something in a solar cell somehow?
Solar cell.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll move ahead to answer. Yes, answer. Go ahead.
Is it bandage dots? The dots in the bandage.
Bandage dot. Nice guess, answer. No. Hussain.
Okay, I'm just wildly guessing here. Is this the melanin on the skin?
Melanin on the skin. Okay. No, this is not the melanin on the skin. Umesh.
It is related to, I think, that car screen. We have black dots on the upside of near the mirror. Black dots.
Okay, I'll give it to you. This is a very good answer, Umesh. So this is on the windshield of the cars. So this is where you find the small black dots, and it is for UV dissipation and all of that. So good answer, Umesh. And question 13 is with Varun. Current affairs. So this is Arya Rajendran, a 21-year-old politician from Kerala. So she contested in the local municipal elections representing CPM. What is her claim to fame? This is as latest as a couple of days.
Yeah, so she's the youngest mayor of a major city. She's the new mayor of Trivandrum.
Perfectly right, Varun. Good answer. 10 points for following the news. Good answer. And the question, she's the younger mayor designate. So she's said to be joining, but good answer. Moving ahead to Tejas. Nambi, I think there's a problem with the live streaming.
Okay, let me check that. Meanwhile, can you give me access to record the quiz?
Okay, one second. Just hold on. I'm just pausing the share. I mean, I'm not sure if I can give you the access. I mean, I don't think I can do the recording, but yeah. So if you want, I can probably start recording.
Yeah, can you please record it?
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. Done. Okay, so moving ahead, this is for Tejas. Nami, are we all right to go?
Yeah, we can go.
Okay.
Raja.
Yes, Umesh.
There is a black patch over the screen. Over the question.
Yeah. One second.
Okay, thank you.
Is that all right now?
Yeah, thank you.
I'll move ahead to question 14. This is with Tejas. Okay. When Xerox 914 hit the market, it became hugely successful. It could make 100,000 copies per month and was a hit amongst its users. However, the product also had an issue which forced Xerox to provide a Scotch eliminator along with the product. So 2 parts. What exactly was a Scotch eliminator and what was the reason that it was given along? So this is for Tejas.
Raja, what do you mean by what was the reason that it was given along?
Okay,
it was given along with
Xerox 914. But there's a particular reason why it was given along.
So I think the Scotch eliminator is some kind of it's something which is used to put out a fire, which is caused. So I think making 100,000 copies, the machines got heated up. So in case the machine gets some fire or something, it's like a mini, something to put out the fire.
Okay, very good answer, Tejas. Good answer. So that indeed was the answer I was looking for. It was Scotch eliminator was a fire extinguisher. So the Xerox 914 tended to catch fire because of the overheat. So Xerox themselves had given a safety fire extinguisher along with it. It was called Scotch eliminator. Good answer, Tejas. And the The last question in clockwise round goes to Ramesh. This is Louis Lasagna, an American physician and a professor of medicine. Although he had written and lectured about several topics in the field of medicine right throughout his career, he is best remembered for having revised something and ensured that it emphasized a holistic and compassionate approach to medicine. What did Louis revise? X. And how was the revision called? That is widely used in several medical colleges across the world. I think if you get one, the other part is very easy. I don't think there are any doctors in the final, so otherwise they would have got it. Okay. Ramesh.
It will be, I think it will be some form of, it's basically a medical encyclopedia of sorts that is referred to by doctors. It's like their Bible, right? So it's something like that. It's the medical Bible of sorts. That's probably what you would have revised. But I don't know what the revision was called. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. I'll move on to Praveen.
Okay, I'll say the depiction of equal ratio of male and female anatomical structures in the medical books.
And how do you call it now?
How do we call it now? Okay.
Yeah?
So I'll say Lasagna's anatomy volumes.
Okay. I'll move ahead to Nandita.
So he revised the Hippocratic Oath. And how was the revision called? So maybe it. The holistic and more compassionate. So maybe it was called the Patient's Oath or something, but I'm sure X is the Hippocratic Oath. And it included, it possibly said something like, it did not include the elderly or something. So it became more holistic and compassionate.
Okay, so how do you call it now?
It's not the Lasagna's Oath for sure. I think it's called the medical oath. The Patient's Oath.
Patient's Oath. Okay, I'll move ahead to Chandrakala. Sorry, Aditya.
So I would also guess he revised the Hippocratic Oath, but it was called Nurses' Oath.
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah.
The revision was called Nurses' Oath.
Nurses' Oath. Okay, Nurses' Oath. Okay, I'll move ahead to Chandrakala.
I also think it's the Hippocratic Oath, and now it's called the Doctor's Promise.
Doctor's Promise. Nice guess. No. Moving ahead to Ansar.
Hippocrates Oath and okay, the patient is God. Something.
Patient is God. Okay. Hussain?
So I'm just moving away from what we heard. So I'm just guessing somewhere in X and Y, we have Grey's Anatomy hiding somewhere. Because I think that's one of the most popular books used by medicos.
Okay.
So I don't know. So Grey's Anatomy is my guess of one of them. But I don't know what's it called. It used to be called Grey's Anatomy, or it's called now. I don't know. I think I'll leave the other one to you.
Okay, fine. So Umesh?
It is the revision of the Hippocratic Oath. X is Hippocratic Oath, and it is now called as his name, Lasagna Oath. Okay, Lasagna Oath. So that will fetch you 10 points, while
Nandita gets 5 for getting Hippocratic oath, right? So he revised it and it is now called as the lasagna oath. It's not now called as, but Hippocratic oath is also used while lasagna oath is also used. So good answering. With that, we come to the end of question 15 and we'll go on anti-clockwise mode. I'll probably tell the scores. Just give me a minute. Before that, I think, we got a couple of, not couple, in fact, a lot of feedback coming in. So that's from a lot of people watching on YouTube. Okay. So please ensure that there's nobody else in your room. Or at least even if they are there, they're just viewers and not helping you out. I think that takes out the sheen of a quiz because it really is spreading a very it's a wrong message. So please, I think we are halfway down the quiz. There's still a lot of questions to go. So please ensure that there's nobody else in your room because it's very visible. Cameras don't cheat, videos don't cheat. So it's very visible in quite a few cases. So in case it's happening, I request you to kindly stop it right now. And let's play this really fair and square as a sport. Nobody's a loser, all 10 of you are winners. So please ensure that. Thank you. Okay, I'll give it to Priya for the scores.
Team 1, Tejas is at 30. Team 2, 42 by Ramesh. Team 3 by Praveen. Team 4, 8 by Nandita. Team 5, not yet opened the account by Aditya. Chandra is also not yet opened the account. Same thing with Ansar. Team 8, Mr. Hussain is at 5. Team 9, Mr. Umesh is at 25. And Team 10, Varun is at 30.
Hello, I think I am at 35.
Just give me a second. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's 35 for Umesh.
Thank you.
Okay, so this question is for Varun and it will go in anti-clockwise direction. So question 16 to Varun. Umesh, just give me a second. So
Question numbers.
Umesh, you are at 25, right?
We can use the question numbers.
Umesh, you are at 25. Right, correct. Okay.
So this goes well.
25, not 20.
I think at 35, 2 questions.
No, 3 questions because you had answered question number 5 and you got 5 points for question number 9 and again 10 points for question number 12.
12 and 15 both.
Now 15, now you get another 10.
Yeah.
So 35, 15.
Yeah, 35.
35 now. Yeah. Sorry about that. So we got it right. So yeah, so please ensure that all of you, nobody else is in the room. Let's play it fair. So moving ahead to question 16 to Varun. The unsuccessful self-treatment of a case of writer's block is an academic article written by psychologist Dennis Upper. It was published in 1974 in the Journal of Applied Behavior Analysis and received positive reviews. Said to be a classic example of brevity in writing, the article has been mentioned in several other articles for over 60 times. The success of the article led to 4 other similarly humorous and peer-reviewed replications. What is special about this article? This is for Varun.
So I guess that this article itself was an example of writer's block because this particular author, classic example of brevity. So I'm guessing that Dennis Upper himself was suffering from writer's block at this point, and that's why the article itself was short. So it was an article on writer's block by someone who was suffering from writer's block at that point of time.
Okay, so he wrote about how he was suffering from writer's block. Is that what you say?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll move ahead to Tejas. Sorry, Umesh. So it's anti-clockwise. Yeah, Umesh. Umesh, go ahead. Umesh? Nambi, is Umesh online?
I think he's frozen. Probably we can skip and go to 8.
Okay, unfortunately, I want to move ahead. Hussain?
Hello.
So you're-
Hello.
Yeah, who's this? Umesh? Yeah, go ahead.
Umesh, my internet got disconnected. So,
Yeah, go ahead,
sorry.
Umesh.
This writer's block, this book has, no contents, only title.
Okay, no contents and only title. So you're saying it's just a book which has nothing in it.
Yeah, nothing.
You lost the internet and come.
Hello?
Yeah, what is it, Ansar?
Hello?
Okay, give me 1 second.
Am I
Umesh.
audible?
Yes, Umesh. Yeah, go ahead with your answer, please. Yeah.
There is no content in the book, only title is there.
Okay, that was the answer I was looking for. So 10 points to you for getting that right. So except for the title and the humorous footnotes, the article is completely blank. So that is the answer I was looking for, and I'll give 2 points to Varun because more or less he was somewhere there. Not exactly the answer, but still, good enough to be given 2 points. Yeah.
Raja, okay, nothing.
Okay, yeah. Moving ahead to Hussain now. The X scandal was a British political scandal that broke in mid-1912. Allegations were made that highly placed members of the Liberal government under the Prime Minister H.H. Asquith had profited by improper use of information about the government's intentions with respect to the X company. They had known that the government was about to issue a lucrative contract to the British X company for the Imperial Wireless chain and had bought shares in an American subsidiary. This led to a short comedy sketch by Y titled The Music Cure, a piece of utter nonsense. ID X and Y. Hussain, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm just okay. So the X scandal and okay, and you want the guy who wrote the music cure, a piece of utter nonsense.
Correct.
Okay. I'm guessing Y to be PG Woodhouse.
PG Woodhouse, okay.
And X to issue a lucrative contract with the British Dash company for the Imperial Wireless chain. I don't know, East India Company?
East India Company. Okay. I'll move ahead to Ansar. Ansar? Ansar, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
The company is Marconi Company.
Okay.
And I don't know about why, as Hussain said PG Woodhouse, I am also saying PG Woodhouse.
Okay, Marconi and PG Woodhouse. Moving ahead to Chandrakala.
Is X Telegraph.
Telegraph, okay.
And Y is I will skip on Y.
Okay, no problem. I am moving ahead to Aditya.
So my guess is also X is Telegraph, and Y is Robert Frost.
Robert Frost, okay. Nandita?
I'll stick with Marconi, but for Y, I'll say Winston Churchill.
Winston Churchill, okay. Praveen?
Okay, I'll say Marconi scandal and Disraeli for Y.
Disraeli, okay. Ramesh?
I'll say Marconi and Charlie Chaplin.
Nice guess. No, not Charlie Chaplin. Tejas?
So my guess is it's Marconi scandal and it's G.B. Shaw.
Okay, G.B. Shaw. George Bernard Shaw is right. So Tejas gets 10 and Ansar gets 5 for getting the Marconi scandal right. So this indeed was George Bernard Shaw, who had written Music Cure, mocking the Marconi scandal. So good answer, Tejas, and we'll go to Varun again for question 18. Although the word was used as 2 separate words and termed together as a phrase earlier in several newspapers and books, X is credited to have made that into one compound word in 1998. The word by itself is now very significant in the rise of the WWE, the World Wrestling Entertainment, as a sport and entertainment. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary officially admitted the compound word into the English language in 2007. Who is X and what is the word? This is with Varun.
I'll guess X is Donald Trump.
Okay.
And the word is I'll guess I'll just say the word itself is WWF. The acronym of a word.
Okay, yeah. So the earlier one, WWF.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, I'll move ahead to Umesh.
The word is heavyweight.
Okay. Who's
And
credited
X
to?
is
Yeah.
maybe Undertaker.
Undertaker and heavyweight. Okay. Hussain?
Okay, so basically the word was used as 2 separate words and termed together as a phrase earlier in several newspapers. Okay. I'm guessing Undertaker is the word, and X would probably be Trump.
Trump. Okay. Undertaker and then Undertaker. Okay. Good guessing. No answer.
I'm also going with the word Undertaker.
Okay.
X is X is I'm passing it. I'm passing for X.
Okay, no problem. Moving ahead to Chandrakala.